Hey everybody, we're playing Sunkenland today. It's an open world survival game where the whole world has been flooded. Yep, that's right. There'll be some small islands here and there and underground cities, platforms and buildings that have been raised above the water line. But from what I've experienced so far, you go under the water and explore and just find all kinds of cool things, remnants of the flooded world. So that said, let's go through and check it out. All right, first off, we're going to make a new character. They don't have a lot of options here. This is an early access game, but some basics here. You can make a female or a male character. Got different skins, which actually change the head as well. And I can spin the character around, but I can't zoom in to show you anything better there. But yeah, so when you change the skin color, it also changes the face in the current version. And you've got a couple, just 3 different hairstyles. They start with 0. That's such a programmer thing. 0 is the first option, 1 is the second, and 2 is the third. Programmers. But yeah, so we've only got 3 hairstyles. Yeah, we'll probably go with that one there, just that basic one. And then hair color, we've got quite a few hair colors here. Very vibrant colors or not so vibrant. We're going to go with the redhead, of course. We're going to name this one Jirok 2 because I have a Jirok 1 I'm using in a multiplayer, a co-op version of the game with some friends. So this one will just be Jirok 2. And there he is. So we're going to create a game. We're going to create a new world. And you do have some options for your new world. You can name it. You can put a world description here. I'm just going to call this one, Jirok 2's world. This one isn't going to be online. So enemy difficulty, you've got a couple of options here. Insane, easy. We're going to keep everything right in the middle. Enemy garrison amount. We're just going to keep that in the middle. Enemy raid frequency, survival difficulty, friendly fire doesn't really matter because I'm only going to be playing this version by myself. Share research. We did use this in the multiplayer and it's very handy because if you research something, it uses up a lot of materials to research something. If you share it with everybody that you're playing with, your friends, then everybody gets the research and you don't have to waste a whole bunch of materials so that each person can research a thing. Share map, share flag, share spawn point, bed. That's all stuff that we use in multiplayer to make it a little bit easier. And random birthplace, not recommended. You can change it so it takes longer to respawn. Give it a little bit of difficulty here. We're just going to leave it at 10. And we're just going to go ahead and go with that. And see right here, this Jirok's Valhalla Waterworld. That's what I'm using with the co-op with my friends. But let's go with Jirok 2's world. And this will be our single player. Okay, so we're going to click Create Game. And it's going to load. All right, so we drop down, splash into the water. That's how you enter the game. From the heavens, just dropped right into the water. And you can see there are some marlin down here beneath me. Got my O2 sensor going there since I dove down. Some marlins. Those are actually make really good food. There's a road down there, some buildings. There's a traffic light down there. Yep. So we're going to definitely start looting down there. But first off, we're going to swim over to this island. And if you hold shift, you'll swim faster. Discovered new location, the Castaway Island. This is the first place you start off with. So there's no third person option in this game, so you are stuck in first person. If that's not your thing, then this might not be the game for you, but it looks pretty cool. And you can already see a bunch of things out there in the distance. Some islands in the distance, some platforms built above the water, something with a sail or something over there, some kind of a big water tank and power lines. Yeah, so I start off with a food can and some soda, an axe, a stone hatchet. Now the crafting system's pretty simple. You've got your simple crafting here. We've got like weapons, tools, clothes, some other miscellaneous things, and then like bandages and food. If you want to do buildings, you click up here in the build menu, and you've got build pieces here. Now, from my experience, the metal foundation, or the metal pieces, the scrap metal is much more abundant than wood actually, so far in my previous playthrough. So if you're starting off, I recommend building from scrap metal instead of wasting your wood on this stuff, because you're going to need it for other things, until you find a way to, have wood, a lot of wood around. Then you've got some cooking stuff and a planter, so you can start planting and growing things. You've got your workbenches. You start off with a research table here, just so you can research higher level things, more complicated things for you to build. Got the furniture, basically, and this is where you want to go to build your storage chests. Got your metal chests here with the scrap metal. And again, I recommend saving your wood. Don't build wooden chests with them. You use scrap metal to build your chests. And these chests actually stack. So that's pretty cool. One thing to note, though, is you can't actually place the metal chests on the ground. You have to place them onto a foundation. And then you've got some other things, some defensive things, some walls, barricades, barbed wire, different things. Yeah, your base will get raided by some creatures. Boats, you can actually make these paddle boat pretty quickly. Wooden sailboat takes a little bit more because it requires a lot of wood and cloth is a little bit harder to get early game. You need cloth to make rope, so your first boat is probably going to be this paddle boat right here. And then the last one here is basically lighting and cooking and heating sources. So let's equip our axe and start gathering stuff around this island. Shift actually, it seems like it toggles sprint. So if I press it and I let it go, I'm still sprinting. So you don't have to actually hold that. You see, I hit the tree the first time. There's a little bit of a collision problem here. I'm really close to the tree. You think I'd hit it. And notice it swings down and then it goes across. And then it swings down and then it goes across. So down and across, down and across. There you go. You got to get pretty close to the tree, which I'm not really used to, but other games. So then everything just falls down there into these logs and you can pick them up. The default action key or interact key to pick things up and do stuff is the F key, surprisingly. The E key, which we cannot rebind yet, is to take all from a chest, which is weird because if your chest is full of stuff and you take all, instead of telling you that your inventory is too full, it does actually remove everything from the chest, fills up your inventory, and then it litters the ground with everything else, and you end up having to pick it all up back and one at a time and put it back into the chest. It's a little annoying, but it's early access. They'll figure these things out as we go. Collect some wood here. And I often rebind my interact key to my mouse key, my thumb key. So you hit these bushes and you'll get wood too. You also find these sticks sometimes laying on the ground around at different places. And I have noticed that once you farm all the trees and things from an island, that they do respawn actually on their own. So I haven't gotten to the point where I have had to try to plant trees, or I don't even know if that's possible. They will regrow. Oh, and this is interesting. So the trees with the the thick trunk look pretty nice, but this thin bush tree, look, it's two flat pieces put into like an X pattern there. So it's not actually round. You can see that there. It's okay from a distance. It looks okay. Here's a bush. It's interesting too because it doesn't tell you what it is that you're about to pick up. I'm aiming at it. It doesn't tell me, like a lot of games will tell you what you're about to pick up. Not here. You just have to do it visually. So you can see I can get close. It looks like strawberries, and there you go down in the lower right, which you can't see because my head's in the way. It is strawberries. It tells you. I can show you here though. Strawberries. There we go. And there is this little tent here, and I haven't really figured out what to do with it. I can't get in it. You can't destroy it. You can't interact with it. Can interact with this old stove though. So let's see, scavenge. Oh, you gotta hold it, that's right. So you see I got all this stuff. I got some fishing bait, which I'll be able to use to go fishing, some charcoal, which you'll need for some of your workstations, and some more food and soda. So see right down here, take all is E. And as of now, you can't rebind that. So be careful when you hit E, which you think is your use key, and accidentally loot everything. There you go. And the it's nice that the stove it breaks apart, so let you know that it's already been looted. Although it would be nice if these things stayed so I could use them as a container. And they don't want you to use them as a container. So yeah, my head here is blocking all the stuff that I'm looting, but that's fine. That's fine. I have it here in my inventory. I got some bush seeds. I haven't figured out how to plant those. I don't know if I have to put those in the planter or if I can plant them on the ground. It's an old mattress here. Can't do anything with it, unfortunately. You think you might be able to break it apart and get some cloth from it, but that is not the case. Let's see. We're going to scavenge this box. Oh, look, we got our rubber duck decoration. Right-click to place a torch, some more food, herbal medicine, which restores a small amount of health points. And you right-click to use anything in here, and you left-click to drag it. Now, if you want to drop something, so see if I have it in my inventory, I have to pull it over here to this little drop box right here. If I just pull it here to drop it onto the ground, it won't go. It's a little annoying. Like, let me just drop it, but yeah, you have to pull it to this box. You want to drop it on the ground to give it to your friend or just to get it out of your inventory. And if you need to split something, if there's more than one in the stack, it will come up with this split box over here. So yeah, you just split it there, and then you can tell it how much you want it to split, and then there you go, you split it, or just stick them back together like that. So yeah, we're gonna hit E to take all. Let's see, we're gonna get some strawberries. Sometimes you find sticks laying on the ground too, which is nice, and those do respawn also. So you need a pickaxe to break these, I think. Let's see if we can make a pickaxe. So I don't have any scrap metal just yet. Build at least one chest so that I can start a base, or have a place to unload all this stuff. So this, I'm gonna get all these trees and everything, and these strawberries. Ooh, and what do we got here? We got some mushrooms. Yeah, so I'm gonna start a base right here, and we'll start it with just wood since that's all I have right now. So we're gonna say build. So we can only rotate it. We can't raise or lower it, unfortunately, which would have been a nice feature. But yeah, we're gonna drop this right there, and we can just jump up to it, so we don't need to build stairs. And then we're gonna build a chest so that we have some place to dump our extra stuff until we can start making our metal chests and our metal platforms. So there we go, got my chest, and I'm going to unload a bunch of this stuff. Bandage. We only have 6 quick slot keys down here. Let's see, is there anything else in here that I want to build right away? It's probably where is the spear? Oh, there's the spear. And we're going to need some rope before we can build a bow, and that means we need cloth to make rope. So we just need wood to make our spear. We need wood to make our spear, and we're going to make one of those. And crafting is instant in this game, as you see. You don't have to wait for, a progression bar. At least that's how they have it now. Now we are going to go down into the water and start getting some scrap metal, because you don't really have any scrap metal on the island to start, I don't think. You can go up, you can climb the rocks pretty easily just by kind of like running up them and jumping. You also have these bars down here in the lower left corner over there. And so this is obviously your food bar, your water bar, and this is your health bar. And this is the maximum my health can restore. And this is the maximum, the light blue bar is like my stamina, my energy. And the dark blue bar, from what I can tell, it's basically like your well-being, or like your max stamina, basically. But the higher this goes, the higher your stamina can go, and the higher your health can go. And if you rest, you can actually get this to go up. So you do need to rest in this game. And let's see, I need to, oh, and when you rest, when you sleep, it uses up a bunch of your food and water. So just be careful of that if you don't have a lot of food and water and you're thinking about sleeping. Let's see, can I make a bed yet? Probably not. I'm going to probably need some cloth. Yes, I need cloth, and I don't have any at the moment. So let's just get our food. You can see my well-being is going up, and I'm going to drink. There you go. It's just like your well-being goes up, and you're going to need sleep, and that will help to get this up too. If I max out my food and water, it may not necessarily max out my max possible health or my max possible stamina, because I might need some sleep or some rest. So before my character starts getting too tired, I need to be able to make a bed. So we're going to go down here into the water, watching our... see, can we fit through here? Can I break this? No, you can't break it, and I can't seem to fit through there. So we got to watch our oxygen level. Can I swim through the window here? Nope. It wants us to go in this way. Now the underwater looks great. I love the like the rainbowy water reflection effects. So we found a washing machine here. We're going to scavenge, and on it's looting cloth and scrap metal. Oh, my oxygen is out. I got to go up before I die. There we go. And then we'll go back down. Now, obviously, you can create things later in the game as you progress that will, like an oxygen tank, and things that let you stay underwater longer. Let's see, what do we have here? Oh, this is like a wooden desk, and it's giving me the axe icon. Very helpful, very intuitive, nicely thought out. Oh, it looks like I got a mirror from that. What is this here? Anything? Oh, that's just a piece of... So there you go. You can't really interact with the rest of the building, unfortunately. I mean, they don't want you to just get tons of wooden resources from everything. So yeah, you can only break apart or loot the things that are specifically placed there. So I think I might have enough to make a bed already. Let's see, mirror decoration, right click to place. Awesome. I did not get a mirror in my previous playthrough with my friends. Let's see. So there's a wooden chest here for... I probably have enough in my inventory to make a bed. Yep. So it requires 3 of my 4 cloth. And you can see you can't place anything on the ground. You must place it on a foundation. There we go. Okay, so I've got a bed, and see, it's not quite dark enough yet. So I'm just going to sort my inventory a little bit. I keep a max amount of wood on me, or maybe not. Yeah, no, let's not. Let's split it. So we'll go for 10. There we go. Just that way we have a little bit of wood. So we're going to need some rope, and I think I need 3 pieces of cloth to make a rope. Let's double check. We'll come down here, rope. Yes, I need 3 pieces of cloth to make rope. And you can actually make cloth once you start growing cotton. So you have to find cotton and cotton seeds elsewhere in the world. And then you can start growing your own cotton and make your own cloth to make your own rope. So it is getting dark, and it is very dark in this game. And your character does get cold too, especially if you go swimming. You get really cold, and you start taking damage, using up your food and water really fast. So I think there are probably wetsuits and things that will protect you from cold water. But anyways, let's try to sleep here, see where it puts us. Okay, so it's not quite sunrise just yet. Still pretty dark out, which makes it hard for you to see what's going on. So we're going to use our torch. Our torch does have a limited amount of time, though. It gets used up, and it uses cloth. So I definitely need to get some cotton growing as soon as possible, because torches are a consumable resource, which makes cloth consumable. So I'm going to need a lot of it. I can build a standing torch. I think I was able to get a couple pieces of scrap metal. Eventually I start getting lots of scrap metal. Standing torch. Yeah, let's build a standing torch, and you can put that on the ground. We're just going to put it right down there so I don't use up my torch. There you go. I have a little bit of light in the world. Not a lot. But it is getting brighter. You can already see the sun is hitting the clouds there from wherever it's coming. Oh, it's coming from over there. All right, so we do have a map. Here's our map. As far as I can tell, you can't really mark your map. So here's the whole size of the whole world. Not too small. I mean, it's not like this infinite world. Like if you're playing Raft, you know, you're just constantly going and it like never ends. Or maybe it does end at some point. I never got to the end of that game. I don't know if there is an end, but yeah, here you've got all these places to explore. So some of these will be, I think these are all underwater places. Actually, I'm not sure, but I know a lot of the places that are above that you can see above the water aren't even on here. So these are like special places. But there are a lot of things out in the water that you can explore that aren't necessarily on this map where the question marks are. These are just like special points of interest. Once I get my boat built, let's see, I only need a few more things for my boat, scrap metal and components. And you'll find both of these just by looting things in the water here. We don't have a radar, unfortunately, or a mini map, which I wish we had so I can know exactly which way I'm facing. But the sun does, you know, rise in the east and set in the west. So this is roughly north here. Oh, not quite. More north is more this way. Yeah, according to this. So let's explore to the north. Oh yeah, and there's the building that I looted. So of course you can't go too deep or stay underwater for too long because I don't have an oxygen tank, but scrap metal. I'm getting scrap metal. Here you go. So see right there, I remove my head just so you can see the looting process. And in general, I've been just looting one spot and then coming up for air and then going down to loot another spot. You never know how long you might want to stay in a particular area. So there you go. I'm getting some components, some cloth, and some scrap metal from that car right there. But check that out. Isn't that really cool? I mean, there's a freeway bridge there and like a whole city, buildings and stuff over there. And this is what you want to start exploring. One of the things you want to be really careful, though, are sharks. Sharks will tear you up early game and just kill you over and over as you try to go and loot your corpse. But also keep an eye out for food too that you can stab and collect, like this fish. Let's see, can I just grab the fish? No, I think I have to stab it first. Did I get it? I must have gotten it. Where is it? I don't know. Fish disappeared. Let's see. Did I get it in my inventory? Oh no, fish disappeared. Oh, see my red. Your hunger bar is flashing red. I like that. It'll let you know. Hey, stupid. You're hungry. So let's see. I'm gonna have to get some food sources going here, and fish and crab and killing a marlin or a couple of marlins are really good because you get a lot of good meat from them. But you also get their fins, which you can make flippers for your feet, and you'll swim a lot faster, or a little bit faster, not a lot. Whew, okay. Oxygen was running out there. Still have room. I like to stay out until my inventory is full. And there's a rock there I could mine if I had a pickaxe. Can I make a pickaxe? Oh, I can. So I'm going to equip that pickaxe, come down here. And you can see now I'm getting iron ore, and eventually I'll be able to smelt this and make some really useful stuff. And ooh, I really want to go over to those buildings over there. I love exploration games. Is one of the reasons why like 7 Days to Die is like one of my favorite games, just because their exploration and their POIs is just like, I think, one of the best out there. Let's see, what do I get from this? I get sulfur. Ooh, that's got to be good for something. I don't think I've used sulfur for anything yet. Constantly going up for air, which is a little annoying, but not too bad. These marlins, they can look like sharks a little bit in the distance. We're going to try to get them so I can make my flippers so I can swim faster. You need 3, so they usually find them in a group of 3 here. Just kind of Wait for them to get close to you, and then give them the business. I got that one. You got to hit them a couple of times. And if you keep track of the one that you're hunting, it's easier to kill it before you switch to the others that don't have any damage. But I mean, if any of them swim close to me, they're gonna get the business. Come here, Marlin. Ooh, it's getting dark out here. Oh, because I'm drowning. Yeah, I like the visual indicators that just let you know, hey, something is wrong. Oh, there you go. That one's dead. And there you go. I got marlin, fish skin, and some meat. Let's see, what did I get? Yep, meat and the fish skin. And I need 3 of those skins to make my flippers. Oh, that one. Got him. Yeah. Let's see. We need this. Oh, it's getting dark. So glad it does that rather than just like, oh, you just start taking health damage, and if you're not paying attention, you may not notice. Come here. I want your meat and your skin. Got him. Need to hit him again. I missed him. Got him. All right, let's come to the surface here. And I don't think I can make them on myself. Oh, I can make them on myself, but I need some rope. I can make 1 rope right now with the amount of cloth I have. So 3 more cloth and I'll have my flippers. Okay, let me just check to see where I'm at. So I'm pretty far to the north. And as you can see, because I've gotten close to one of the question marks, it says apartments. So this area here, and it shows 0%. And I believe that's for how much I've explored it. So I need some cloth. Let's hope that that car down here has some cloth so that I can make my fins and swim around faster. It'll make getting to locations quicker, getting up and down faster, so that I don't, when I'm low on oxygen, I can get back to the surface right away. Found a trash can. Yep, I got some glass, some components from it. See how much cloth I have when I get here. 4. I need 2 more. I bet you there's going to be some in these apartments here. We just got to watch out for sharks. And if we get an opportunity to get these fish, we definitely want to grab them. I'm getting scrap metal and rubber. All right, it looks like there's a part of an apartment building here. But I had to come down really deep, so I'm gonna go up. So you can hit the space bar to go up, or you can just swim, with pointing towards the up direction. I need 1 more cloth, and then I can make my diving fins, swim rapidly like a fish. There's a junk pile here. These are usually, I think, scrap iron piles. Let's see, scrap metal. Yep, I'm getting scrap metal from those. You know what? It's probably going to be easier if I move my head out of the way. Let's do that. Okay, there we go. I'm in the middle of the screen now. Oh, and I'm drowning. And my health is dropping fast. We still need 1 more cloth. Let's hope we get lucky. Oh, tires. You can scrap tires. You can get rubber from them. Don't think I'm going to find cloth in this dive. Oh, my inventory is full. No! Buy scrap metal. It's okay, I've dropped a lot of scrap metal. There's so much of it. I can make a spot by eating some food. Oh, and the bandages used to stop bleeding. You'll bleed out if you get if you take damage from something. So you definitely want to be able to have a lot of cloth so you can make bandages also. So see what I meant about the scrap metal? You start getting a ton of it, and I'm full. I can't leave though without getting at least 1 more piece of cloth. Oh, and there's a car over there. Seems like we get at least 1 piece of cloth from cars. So let's go there, hope we get 1 piece of cloth, and then head back to we'll make our fins, we'll head back to our island and unload our inventory. There we go. So I'm going to stop looting the car because I don't want it to be all over the ground, and I think it'll probably despawn. Okay, let's make our fins. We got to make rope first. Oh, I need a place to place rope. You know what? Let's just swim back to our island because I don't want to drop stuff all the way, out of my inventory and then have to swim all the way down to pick it back up. I don't like to litter and dump resources that I've looted. Everything I looted is mine, and I want to keep it. I don't want to just leave it to despawn. Okay, so let's get rid of a bunch of this stuff. pretty much everything we're going to dump in here. See, what do we need to make our fins? We need rope. So we need to make 2 rope. And we will make 1 and 2. Then we'll make our fins. There we go. We got our fins. And they just go down into that box there. Not any one of these. I guess these are like accessory boxes. It's funny. I can't pull it into a different box once it's here, but I can take it from my inventory and then put it into a box. Kind of weird, but you know, early access and all. You can see I have a tank here for when I get an air tank and all the different armor. Oh, and when you get a backpack or a sack or different things, little containers that you can wear, it will add extra inventory box rows here. So you definitely want to make a sack as soon as possible, but I need 6 cloth and 1 rope. So, and that's 3 cloth. So that's 9 cloth before I can make my sack. And then I'll get another row. And that's pretty much my second priority, is to get a sack, because as you can see, you get so much loot so fast, so quickly in the game that you fill up quickly and you have to, come and dump it. But now that I have a bunch of iron ore, we're going to use this to expand our base here. So we're going to build some more foundations. We're going to put it there. And you can rotate them if you want them all facing different directions. And if you want to break something, this right here, this repair hammer, used for repairing and demolishing buildings. So I can't actually break. If you place something, it's just stuck there until you get that hammer, and then you can then move it. Let's see. Let's build this into a proper little house. So we're gonna need some stairs. Now this is weird because, like, as you can see, I can't snap the stairs to the top. So wherever I put them, they're just gonna stick up through the floor. It's just too much stairs. I don't need that much stair. But you know what? Maybe I won't, because my base will get raided soon. Because I can just jump, put a window there. There we go. We want some windows, right? We don't want it all enclosed and so we can't see out. Yeah. Oh, maybe we want windows all the way around so we can look out whenever we want. We're gonna make that our door right there. So yeah, for now that's good. And this will be our metal. When I open this, I want to just click on the actual icon, but you have to click the build option there, and then and then metal door. There we go. There's my metal door. There we go. I don't have a roof, but you can actually shoot those birds out of the sky, which is nice. It's hard though, but you can do it. Yeah, our first sunken land house. Check that out. Isn't that a beauty? Yeah, scrap metal house. Eventually you want to get the research station up, as fast as you can, because this really opens up the game. You start building really cool things. But I need 6 components. I only have 5, so I'm kind of stuck there. If you cook your food, it will be much more nutritious for you. So you need a simple grill, 15 scrap metal. Did I have enough, or did I use? If I used up all my scrap metal, so I can't cook my food yet. So all I have is drink. I don't have food, but I can get food out there. Oh, I can eat some strawberries too. Eventually, I'm gonna build something that points exactly north, so that I just know when I run over to it and I say, okay, this is my north. Now jump. Stay above water so I don't have to deal with oxygen as I head back to the apartments, which are only 4% cleared. All this seaweed looks cool, and I've tried hitting it in the past. I just don't think in grabbing it. It doesn't seem like you can do anything to it. You can't get it. You can't eat it. Ooh, I can scavenge this. What is this? Oh, I'm getting scallops off of this rock. Bet you I can eat those. What am I getting here? Oh, a whole bunch of stuff. Nice. So we'll take all that, and we need to swim up. Now, you probably can't tell, but I am swimming a little bit faster with my new fins. Feels a little bit faster. Scavenge this. Love how it just busts apart like that. See, there's a little building here. What's in here? some rubber, some tires. So yeah, you can see one of the things that's going to be annoying at first is the constant needing to go back and forth for air. Imagine they must have some things in the game so that make dealing with that easier early on. I got some cloth from that thing. It's like a sofa, a refrigerator. Ah, some food, nice. Oh, lots of cloth from the dryer, which makes sense, right? All right, so now we're going to create our sack. So let's create our one rope. Come back here. Ah, that one rope left me 4 short. Oh, shoes. There we go. Look at that. Got some shoes on now. I don't know how I got shoes on with diving fins. I guess the shoes are tucked into the diving fins. Oh, and it's getting dark. Let's see. Is there anything else in that room? Check the next room. Another sofa to break up. Just hoping I have enough air to scavenge from each of these floors without having to go back and forth. Just hit E real quick to loot it. And a lot more cloth. Yeah, there we go. We'll have plenty now. Oh, now we gotta swim up. It's getting... running out of air and taking damage. And it's getting dark. Okay, which way is south? South is this way. We're just gonna head back here to sleep, and then we'll make our sack and get more inventory. All right. Close my door. Now we can make our sack. So we'll craft that. Here's the sack. Instant crafting. I love it. Put that there, and there you go. An extra row of inventory slots. Whew. Well, we got our fins, and we got an extra row of inventory slots. This is awesome. Ready to go and explore now. A little more easily. Can carry more stuff and can swim faster. We just got to deal with the food situation. Put that there. Let's see if we have enough to make our cooking station so we can cook some food. There we go. We got our simple grill. I'm going to put it this way because I think I'm going to expand out in that direction eventually. All right. So there's our grill. See, we got some icons on here telling us what to do. If I had different things to cook, I could switch between them with Q and E. So let's grab this also. So there you go. I can switch between them with Q and E. Then I can hit my mouse 4 button to add the food and C to add wood. There we go. I've added some wood. And you can only cook one thing at a time. That's it. So if you want to cook multiple things, you're going to need multiple cooking stations, which is pretty easy to do once you start getting more scrap metal because it's just 15 scrap metal. So yeah, that's Sunkenland in a quick little playthrough demo of the first day or two inside the game. What do you think of the game? I have gotten, quite a few hours into it on my other playthrough, and I'm actually really liking it. I'm really liking it. I mean, maybe at some point it gets stale and runs out of content, but I'm still, going through and upgrading and getting all the good stuff and exploring all the locations, both above the water and below the water. So I'm having so much fun with that. Let me know what you guys think in the comments and if this is something that you might consider playing. They don't have servers for this yet, but so you have to play just co-op if you want to play with your friends. But if they do allow us to get a G-Portal server, I'll definitely start a G-Portal server for this game. I think it'll be a lot of fun to play with others. If you need a server for any other game, remember to check out my sponsor, G-Portal. You can save 10% if you use my link, JurokTheViking.com/Gportal. And a huge thanks to all my Patreon supporters and those who support me through the YouTube join button. Appreciate all of you so very much. All right, that's it for now. Have fun out there.